Mary. If you've been here before, you know that speech, you know my name, you know it all, babies. You know too much. Oh, how are we, guys? I hope we're all doing well. I know I'm a couple minutes late, 5 to be exact, okay? Now, that wasn't intentional that I'm 5 minutes late to be exact, by the way. Even though we do have 555 energy coming up for this read. No, it was not a ploy or a setup, right? I am genuinely 5 minutes late, right? 5 minutes late. That's all right. I'm here. I am here. All right, my beautifuls. Let's get into it. I don't know what day it is. I got no idea. No. It is Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025. I did say June, didn't I? I did say the right date. So look, at least we're halfway there. All right, just give me one sec. All right. Oh, what the hell have I just done? Hold up. Wait a minute. Just give me one sec, guys. Just got to... All right. Alrighty. All right. So Monday, like I said, it's Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025. Monday is moon energy ruled by Cancer energy. What else? What else can I tell you guys? It is an 8-day overall with the dates, and we've just hit 2021. We've just hit 12:21 on the clock. Wow. I think I'm still tired from last night a little bit, to be honest. I was, by the way, for those of you who don't know, we had our first group discussion last night where the topic was red flags, and we had a great night. It was a great little session. And again, thank you to those of you who are participating in that, because that was awesome. But let's get into this reading for today. Leo, this is going to be for Leo placements, okay? Yeah, spirit were like real specific, okay? So very, very specific. Now, you could be seeing 555. You could also be seeing a lot of 222 or 22 energy within the next day or so. There was something here about you deserve a standing ovation, okay? So this sign caught my eye and I was like, all right, so I'm hearing spirit. And then the next minute, Take a Bow by Rihanna. So I'm going to say that we're going to be tapping into a few different layers here with this message. We also got Summer Love by Justin Timberlake. Now, there was something also about Mandarin, either the language or the fruit could be significant to somebody. I don't know, right? There's also something about a platform. So I don't know if someone's, doing a train trip or something about a platform. Anyway, I didn't get too deep into what spirit we're talking about, but I'm sure that's going to fit in somehow to this message like it always kind of does. But I want to start first, guys, with the 555 energy, or the 55 energy that you guys could be seeing. 55 on my screen as well. It's insane, right? I've seen it way too many times this morning for it to just be a coincidence, and we don't believe in coincidences. We believe in synchronicities. It's just hit, wow, I'm seeing things, right? I think I need my glasses. Hold up. Right, sorry, I just had a call come through that I had to reject, right? Leo, you could be rejecting something, all right? You could be rejecting somebody's offer, all right? There could be something that's coming in that you're going to be rejecting. You deserve a standing ovation. So some sort of changes that you guys have made, you're about to have some sort of, I'm going to say there's going to be something quickly taking place here, okay? So things could be shifting really quickly in your life over the next couple of weeks. And there's something about you deserving a standing ovation for the work that you've put in, the effort you've put in. So for some of you guys, this is going to be something that moves forward quite quickly that you've been working on. All right, so that was the message for that. Now, Spirit wants me to go through these lyrics, right? So let's get it in here, all right? Let's type it in here. Oh, wow. Okay, somebody could be outside somebody's house. You could, again, I just said something about you rejecting an offer. So, you look so dumb right now, standing outside my house, trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please just cut it out. So I don't know, for some of you guys, you could be having somebody who could be rocking up on your doorstep, or, you could find this person outside of your workplace, potentially somewhere where you visit frequently, with somebody wanting to make some sort of apology. Don't tell me you're sorry, because you're not. Baby, when I know you're only sorry you got caught. But you put on quite a show, really had me going, but now it's time to go. Curtains finally closing. That was quite a show. Very entertaining, but it's over now. All right. So, again, this is about somebody potentially trying to make amends or bring you some sort of apology that I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to be rejecting this person. Okay, you might be accepting their apology and offering some type of forgiveness, but you definitely aren't about to give this energy, for most of you guys, a second chance. Okay, and this could be that same energy that wants second chances that we've been picking up on for the past few days. For a lot of you guys, summer loving is going to be very, very significant. And I feel for some of you guys are going to be getting some sort of summer loving. And I don't mean the Grease kind, right? No, we don't want that. We want Justin Timberlake's version, please. I need the lyrics to that, please. So, thank you. There we go. Again, with that Mandarin, I don't know if somebody's meeting somebody from a different cultural background. Maybe somebody could speak another language, okay? I don't know. Somebody could also be learning how to speak Mandarin. I don't know. Mandarin, it's going to be significant to somebody. Somebody could be eating mandarins, or I don't know. Put that in where it fits, and if it doesn't, then it's not for you, all right? All right. So I'm just reading a comment that was left on the lyrics here, which is a very appropriate song for such a familiar feeling we all feel in summer. Summer is that time to have the flings and get that short-lived adrenaline. I don't feel like what we're tapping into here, though, is going to be anything short-lived. This isn't a short summer fling, okay? Some of you guys are going to be finding your person or connecting with your person during summertime. All right, so this is about somebody wanting to, they want to know your name, okay? Where are you from? What do you like? What do you do? This is somebody that can't wait to fall in love, right? This just can't be summer love. You'll see, all right? So again, you guys could be meeting somebody that... Again, it's very contradictory, that chorus, right? This just can't be summer love. You'll see, with somebody saying that, this is definitely appropriate song with familiar feelings about summertime and flings of short-lived adrenaline. So again, I'm going to say for some of you guys, you're going to be meeting someone during this summertime. Now, for those of you guys, it's summertime over in the States. So I could be talking to somebody who is over the other side of the world. Some of you guys could have also met a person. If you're my side of the world, you could have met a person in summertime. You could also be reconnecting with this person. Because I can make it hot, make it stop. You make me want to say my name, girl. Damn. Right? Summer loving, right? This just can't be summer love. You'll see. So we're going to get into asking some questions, maybe just something general about what this change is going to be. I don't really want to tap into this person who looks so dumb right now standing outside your house. All right. We don't really care about whoever that is. Either way, we know how they be looking. They be looking silly, because Leo, whoever you are going to be rejecting this person's offer. Maybe telling them to leave your doorstep or to leave your front yard or wherever this person's going to pop up. You're going to be telling this person to take a bow, right? Standing ovation. It's time for this show to close, all right? So let's have a look when it comes to that 555 energy for you guys, Leo, what this is about. Again, like I said, for you guys, it's something that's going to be fast-paced change. So, and I feel like it's got to do with something that you guys have been working on, all right? So... let's just give these cards a good shuffle. Let me go back a screen. What have I done here? Carrie, what have you done? Oh no, nothing as sinister as I thought. No, that's all good. All right. I thought I'd just totally reverse two sides of the deck and just intertwine those. But no, we're good. We're good. You're good, Leo, right? You're good. You're all good. Okay. So I don't know. You could be feeling like maybe you've got something a little bit twisted, or you're not quite sure about if you're reading the signs right when it comes to something, maybe not seeing something Right. I'm going to say it definitely has something to do with your success. Okay. This could be about career, could be about money, could be about a project that you're working on. All right, 1, 2, 3. There's somebody who's been taking some sort of inspired action here to make some sort of changes in their life, and something's about to really pick up for you guys, okay? 555s are also, spirit, the emergency broadcast channel of spirit. Okay, letting us know that there's some sort of big changes that are about to take place. So if you guys have been seeing that, get ready, okay? Stay ready, right? You don't want to be missing these opportunities when they come up. So make sure that you are prepared and in receiving mode as well, okay? And that you're keeping yourself open to various opportunities, right? We've got action here and strength. So yeah, I feel like somebody's definitely taken some sort of action here to lead them towards some sort of success or something, some sort of steps that you're taking to get closer towards your dreams. You've had to have a lot of, I'm going to say, boundless strength here to achieve whatever this is, a lot of wisdom as well. And I think you guys have been drawing a lot. I'm seeing 7-7 on my screen with 16 over there. So 7-7-7, you've been drawing on your spiritual wisdom, really tapping into that spiritual guidance, that universal wisdom. As I just said that flips out the deck, universal wisdom. So yeah, you guys have been doing a fantastic job, right? You're listening to spirit, you're taking action, okay? And spirit can see how much strength that you guys have got. So something's about to pick up in the pace for you guys, for whoever this message is for. Balance, okay? So you guys have been definitely balancing out or trying to maintain some sort of balance or gain some sort of balance, okay, through strength and wisdom, okay? But you've also been very action-based, right? You're taking actions. You're very focused right now, Leo, okay? Feeling very focused energy. What else flipped over here? Connection, okay? So for some of you guys, yep, we are talking as well. It could be a fast-paced change as well in a connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be in career. This could just be somebody also taking action towards some sort of connection, okay? Building meaningful connections with others. Getting spicy, is it? Something getting spicy over there for you, Amber? Health. Okay, so for a lot of you guys as well, it might be time to as well just address any health issues you might have. Make sure as well you're maintaining balance when it comes to your mental health, physical health, all of that jazz. I mean, I don't even know who that person is, but don't tell my mods what to do. You don't get to tell the moderators what to do. That doesn't quite work like that. That's it, right? Amber does what she wants up in here because she has that authority up in here, okay? She has that authority. She can spam me. I love your spam, girl. Hey, compassion. Okay, so compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to yourself and others. So I feel like some of you guys maybe have been a little bit tough on yourselves during this process as well, okay? But I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's because you're trying to stay accountable as well. Don't forget, you are human too, Leo, all right? You're human too, okay? We all have our faults, but remember to show yourself the same level of compassion that you're showing to others around you, all right? Acceptance. We've got acceptance here as well, okay? And this, I don't know, somebody can't spell right. This is about reciprocity, right? This is about give and take, okay? You love the name Giggles. It is a good name. If it gives you a good giggle, Amber, and raises that vibrational frequency, better than somebody telling my moderator to freaking stop spamming, right? Please, know your place in here, people, right? Know your place. Mods are mods for a reason. Anyway, guys, you've got something here that that spirit asking you to be open to as well, okay? They're wanting you to accept something here when it comes to love and abundance, all right? So, I don't know, somebody could be offering you the gift of love, okay, which comes with some sort of level of abundance, maybe even success as well. Again, I'm picking up here, yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of this is going to have to do, for a lot of you guys, with something to do with love and a connection, all right? So let's keep going. Let's have a look. What else is this? What else do we need to be talking about here? Oh, we're taking it all. We're taking it all. Yeah, that's it. That's it, my Leos, right? Leo's taking everything on offer, okay? Leo, you're going to be really opening up to new opportunities, okay? And things are going to, like I said, start moving really, really quickly for you. The more you open up, the more that you are going to receive, all right? So Resilience, okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys have had to really face some sort of challenges here through this transformational period that you guys are going through, but you're standing strong, right? You guys are really, really standing strong. Absolutely listening to your intuition, okay, and following the signs that Spirit are kind of laying out for you as well. Okay, Spirit, thank you, right? Thank you. You're like, no, thank you. Yeah, you're getting a lot of insight here throughout this journey that you guys are going on, right? Learning a lot about yourself, learning how to love yourselves as well. Hello, skydiving Carrie. I know, right? Can't say that until I've jumped out of a plane, right? We can't say that just yet. But you know, we're going to get there. Right? I'm just looking forward to those good weather months, right? Not about to dive out no planes with no fucking fog and mist and she likes risks, right? But, you know, let's keep the risks within a healthy boundary here, right? What else do my Leos here need to know? Well, you know, that could be somebody projecting that energy onto you as well, Bluebird. Just be mindful if you've connected with anybody that is sitting in a space of doubt energy, you may have actually absorbed some of that. And again, guys, you know, just be mindful that we don't have to take upon other people's projections and make them our own perceptions of life, okay? So remember to maintain your boundaries. This conversation came up for me today. Sorry, spiritual burps. Man, every time I get up here, can I just be a lady for once, right? Apparently not. But there was, you know, something I experienced today where I had to very assertively stand my ground, because when you know yourself, you know yourself, okay? And people will often project their experiences onto you and make you doubt yourself, all right? So just make sure you're not picking up on anyone else's energy or absorbing anybody else's negativity or their views. It might not be negativity. It could just be they're coming from a place of their experiences, but you don't need to take on board that energy. So again, be mindful, guys, when you know, dealing with certain people that sometimes we have to kind of shut off to what people are saying so that we don't switch off from our knowing, okay? And that's what the difference is your knowing is different to somebody's opinions and projections, all right? Yeah, exactly. Any amount of time that you spend around people that don't really get it, you know, and aren't kind of on your level, that can tend to have an impact on us, especially at the moment while a lot of us are just starting to really build that self-trust at the moment, okay? We're only starting to really get to that point where we can see that we're starting to make some good choices and how that's playing out for us. So, you know, just be mindful not to allow that self-trust to be broken down by allowing too much to actually impact you that's external, all right? You just got to kind of pay it no mind, or just be like, thank you, I appreciate, you know, your opinion or whatever, and kind of just, you know, do you, right? Do you. So remain in your strength and your resilience at this time, and trust that your intuition is absolutely on point right now, all right? Ooh. It's safe to play, baby. I don't know. Yeah, again, you've got some sort of clarity here as well that you guys are, I'm going to say you could be getting or gaining some sort of clarity in the next few days when it comes to a situation. Could be pertaining to love, could also be pertaining to a career, or again, some sort of project that you're working on. I'm going to say it's a manifestation, right? Something that you've been working towards, okay? So again, we're all working towards different things at different times. Whatever's happening here, it is safe to bring playfulness back into your life here, okay? So I feel like somebody's going to be getting somebody who is on the same playing field, okay, where it's going to be safe to really let your guard down, okay? Really safe to just be yourself, to be playful, to be vulnerable, all right? So again, you got to trust your manifestations here too, guys, all right? If you've been manifesting, you know, a wonderful person, and the wonderful person comes, don't doubt that that's the wonderful person, all right? So you know, and we can tend to still play out from old patterns and old ways of thinking, and then project that onto new connections. So just be mindful that you're not manifesting shit. So, you know, don't expect that to come in. We've got success here on the bottom, and as I split that, abundance. So again, for some of you guys, this is going to be something that you've been working on when it comes to your success, your career, your finances, okay? But this could also be intertwined in a connection as well. So for some of you guys, I don't know if there's two people like me. Well, there shouldn't be two people like you. You're a unique individual, right? No one person is quite like the other. Even your twin flame is not, you know, one is masculine, one is feminine. We still have those differences. So not one person is like the other anyway. All right. There could be some sort of support that's coming in here that's attached to this success and abundance as well. I'm going to say in the form of a connection. Now, this could also be, hey, Patricia, I did get your email, honey. I will respond to you a little bit later this afternoon. Patricia's going to be joining our discussion group, which is exciting. I think you'll enjoy it. We had a good night last night. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be receiving some sort of, I was about to say extraterrestrial support. Man, somebody could be getting some sort of extraterrestrial support. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like there's some sort of support here that's attached to this abundance and success that you guys are going to be having that, again, brings in some sort of playful energy where you're going to feel safe to further explore this process that you guys, and this journey that you guys are on. Okay, yeah, we've got generosity here. So something's going to be balanced here when it comes to give and take. Again, I'm picking up real heavy focus from whoever's reading this is. Somebody here as well, though, wants your forgiveness, right? We've got communication, forgiveness. I'm going to say that's this person that needs to take a bow, right? Oh, you look so ugly right now, standing outside. Please don't cry, whoever you are. Please don't do ugly crying in front of Leo's front doorstep, right? Leo's not going to respond well to that, because whoever you are who wants forgiveness and wants to communicate with Leo's gone Aquarius spec on your ass, okay? Leo's gone cold, right? It's cold as fucking ice over here with whoever you are. Spirit's like, could you push them any further to the side? I don't know. Can we get them off the table, perhaps? Literally, I'm like, we'll just get that on out of here, right? Do they need a hug? Probably. They probably need a little bit more than a hug, though. Okay, a little bit more than a hug. Maybe some, maybe some healing. This person could use some healing, but unfortunately, I'm going to say crosswatcher. Yeah, you're not. There's no more friendship, right? You once were friends, now we're foes. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody could be, coming in for some sort of. I'm going to pick them up, right? Because I'm just now my OCD is kicking in. I'm like, I can't leave these cards on the floor. Spiritual body saying one thing, OCD saying a whole nother, right? Anyway, yeah, somebody's going to be wanting your forgiveness here, maybe trying to create or build some sort of friendship here through some sort of, I'm going to say, basic communication, right? Someone's going to come through maybe with their emotions that you are, again, likely to reject, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, you are very, very determined at the moment, okay? You could be doing a lot of visualization, meditation as well, trying to manifest, all right? I'm going to say you guys have had to have a lot of courage through this awakening. Again, courage, resilience, strength, determination have all been key factors in the direction that you guys have wanted to head. And I feel like you guys are making leaps and bounds, despite whether you think you are, it's in the energy, okay? It's absolutely in the energy. So yeah, a lot of you guys are connecting in with your purpose, okay, and things that make you a lot more passionate. So for some of you guys, you are really, really passionate about moving forward into what your destined path is, your purpose, okay? A lot of you guys could be getting some sort of clarity as well about what that purpose is, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is going to be absolutely tied to something that you are highly passionate about, okay? Our purpose generally tends to be something that further ignites passion within us, okay? So you're being asked to follow this path with enthusiasm as well, okay? Note also that the path is protected, right? You've got safety on your path here too, okay? And I'm going to say that you've got support from the angelic realm too, okay? You could also have, you could also be like part of a pack, right? Part of a pack that is, showing support, helping to keep you safe, helping to keep you determined as well, all right? Lots of great energy here, guys, all right? You've got some sort of internal love coming here. Again, you've got some sort of love coming in here that's going to, that you're going to be able to trust. Again, there's going to be some sort of collaboration where you guys have some sort of success and abundance. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys work together in the same job. That could just mean that you work together well, okay? There's going to be a collaboration that, again, two people very, very supportive of each other. Lots of trust there, okay? Lots of trust, lots of support, lots of give and take here with connection too. We also had, playfulness within all of this too. So again, lots of healthy dynamics or healthier dynamics starting to come into your world, guys, because you guys are no longer accepting anything less. All right, that's beautiful because it's good to see that you guys are having those boundaries and also maintaining those boundaries. All right, let's have a look. For those of you who are needing a bit of guidance, feeling a little bit stuck maybe, let's get my oracle deck here and let's have a look. What are some wise words from spirit if you're feeling a little bit unsure, maybe again, like I said, needing some sort of clarity right now, and you're feeling like maybe you're missing the signs. Spirit, what is it that we can give to those Leos that are maybe feeling a little bit unsure about whatever this change is? Okay, what have we got here? Life force. Okay, so some of you guys, you might need to sit in meditation, okay, or connect to nature. Okay, a few of you guys may be a little bit burnt out at the moment. All right. Now, you've got a lot of inner strength and you're definitely standing up for what is right, leading by example. But I feel like for some of you guys, you might be actually burning yourselves out and struggling to actually connect with spirit. With that, I say that, pull back. There is more to discover. So yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, it might be, you might be creating, I don't know why I want to say, you might be creating a little bit of unnecessary chaos, or maybe putting too much pressure on yourself to do too much. All right, so there is some sort of ending taking place, or something something is about to come to a finalization. Okay, something, whether that be energetically in your mindset or an actual person, there is something that you're leaving behind. Okay, someone or something that's coming to some sort of finalization. All right, but again, for those of you that are feeling a little bit confused about maybe what these changes are, Spirit is just saying pull back and connect into nature, or whatever it is that you guys do. That, man, I gotta go put this dog inside. Hold up, wait a minute, Mia. Remember, this is the Chaos Before Cosmos show. We've talked about this. Come on, girl, get inside. Come on, stop barking to me. Come on, here you go. Good girl. Sorry about that, guys. It's a distraction. I know it's very loud in the background as well. Also, guys, if you're in here and you haven't double tapped your screen, hit the like. Go ahead and do that for me, please, and thank you. Yeah, so like I said, if you're feeling a little bit like unsure and you're feeling maybe even a little bit disconnected, it could be time to sit in nature, reconnect, okay? Because there is something here for you to discover, and I'm going to say it's going to help you put an end to something. And I feel for a lot of you guys, it's got to do with some type of thinking, some way of, again, in your mindset, something to do with your mindset, all right, which is going to help push you guys forward. So, okay, we've got the Aries card coming out. So a need to plan a defense. So I don't know, a lot of you guys could be maybe exhausting yourselves, feeling like you're needing to defend yourself as well. Okay, that could be something that could be clouding your connection at the moment, especially if you're feeling like you're needing to defend yourself. That could actually be draining your energy, and that's why Spirit maybe wants you to try and reconnect and to, again, pour into yourself, right, with chi there. So just lift that life force energy back up, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to get some sort of clarity in that moment. Okay, hope is here. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up now. Have faith. Okay, some of you guys maybe are holding on to false hope when it comes to a situation too. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say for somebody here, you could be holding on to false hope of something that makes you potentially act out of your ego. So just be careful here that you're not, I'm going to say, not fooling yourself. Somebody could be, again, I don't know why I'm getting this, it's like self-deception, right? I'm picking up on the energy of self-deception here. So I don't know, if you're telling yourself lies, right, make sure you are, well, we tend to be our own worst enemies, but you've already got enough people, Leo in particular, that, already don't like you for whatever reasons, that's none of our fucking business. But, you don't need to be one of those people too. You are on the right path. That's what I'm seeing on my screen here. So again, don't doubt. Yeah, look at that. The path of virtue is here. You are on the right path. Okay, if you haven't gotten on the path, now's the time to choose, because something is about to speed up here. Okay, and again, you got to trust the decisions that you guys are making. All right, up until now, try and look back on all the good decisions that you guys have made up until this point and the effect that they've had on your life. Right, that's how you learn to trust yourselves again. okay? A lot of you guys are definitely manifesting something and pouring a lot of your heart and soul into your creations. We've also got psychic straight under that. Trustworthy intuition. You're gifted. Some of you guys might need to just train your intuition a little bit better so that you guys can trust it, all right? But I feel like in general, you guys are on the right track, but you just, like I said, might need to pull back from certain energies or certain things. Oh, didn't you? All right, I'll send it again, babe. Absolutely, I'll send it again. Yeah, so some of you guys might just be clouding your own intuition now. Again, maybe overthinking, maybe absorbing other people's energies where you don't need to be, all right? But you're going to have to learn to start trusting yourselves, all right? All right, Spirit, where do you want me to go from here? Sorry, they're like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to, Spirit. I don't want to. You guys know what I don't want to tap into, right? I want to break from that shit. I want to break from these. I want to break, right? We all just want to go on a fucking holiday from this energy. But I think for somebody, yeah, this is a bit of a heads up for somebody because somebody's ex could be coming back around, right? Oh, God. Thinking of you, right? I'm just thinking of you, Leo. I've just been thinking about you. Well, that's nice. Keep thinking, right? Keep thinking all you like, right? Maybe, Leo, I didn't, I probably didn't appreciate you. I'm really sorry, Leo. Man, you look so dumb right now, whoever you are, right? Standing outside my house trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry, please. God. Don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. Ew, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies already. Spirit's like, well, you signed up for this shit, didn't you, Carrie? I'm like, yeah, I did, didn't I? I did. Somebody wants to try and play some sort of mind games, maybe play on your heartstrings here, okay? I'm thinking of you, Leo. I'm thinking about all the wonderful things that you used to do for me. Well, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not, all right? Well, I know you're only sorry you got caught. What did this person get caught doing? What's going on here? Yeah, you've moved on, right? You're going to tell this person to move on. This person's kept a lot of secrets from you, okay? A lot of secrets with butterflies popping out under there, right? Like you, again, you're feeling complete, okay? Well, much more complete without this person, okay? I don't know whether this person took a part of you that you've only just gained back through transformation, okay? But there was a lot of secrets here, all right? Oh, what have we got here? Oh, the gambling narcissist wants to pop out. How are you, honey? You good? How are you, Leo's ex, right? Oh, God, this is going to be one of these past people, okay? Somebody who's so full of themselves, but, has a lot of problems, especially when it comes to their finances, addictions, gambling, etc., right? This person is a whole bag of fucking sad, right? A bag of sad, right? This is what we got here. A bag of sad who looks fucking ugly when they cry. Please don't ugly cry at Leo's doorstep. Leo doesn't do that, right? Leo doesn't console that. Leo's the type of person that's going to be like, are you ugly crying? Man, you look ugly when you cry, right? Because again, you don't want to hear it from this person. Again, this person could be having problems with their finances. Maybe that's the only reason why they want to come back around and show you some sort of appreciation and be like, hey, Leo, I've been thinking about, how good you were, with finances. I've been thinking about how good you were with whatever, right? This person is obsessed, okay? They're obsessed with something that you're doing, something you're saying, right? Jealous and obsessed. Now, I can understand, look, this is no dig at women. I am one, right? Now, you can expect this kind of fucking foul behavior from a woman, right? But from a man, come on, man. I can't, right? That's so unattractive, right? So unattractive. It's unattractive when a woman does it, but when a man does it, it's just, I don't know, something next level, right? Because, us women, we're so much more emotional, right? But I don't know, oh, shit. I'm really sorry, Leo. I'm really sorry. I really appreciate you. Now fucking shut up and stop your ugly crying, right? This person only wants you probably because you don't want them, okay? Because you're doing better without them. Yeah, look at you. You're guarded. You're like, I remember all the fucked up shit you did and all the pain you caused me. I don't forget that shit, right? That's why I'm like defensive towards you. Does this person want sexy time? Is this person gonna come in with like trying to fucking play on some sort of sexual energy here? Ooh, you're gonna ugly cry and then try and get Leo into bed? Ooh. I'm sorry, if you're a Leo feminine, that just ain't gonna work, right? That shit's like, ooh, ooh. Can't stop saying how gross that is. So unattractive, right? So unattractive. Oh, man. Spirit's like, are you having a field day, Kerry? No, I'm actually not. Why do you make me do this? Oh, this person's feeling lost, okay, feeling invisible. The narc feels invisible because you no longer give them supply. You no longer fucking give a shit about this person, right? What they're doing, where they're going, who they're fucking what. Like, you just don't even care. You do you, boo, right? Go do what you need to do. You are such a turn off right now. You're like, oh, man. This person's trying to fill some sort of void, right? You left a hole in this person's heart, Leo. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at this person. I'm laughing with them. Because is this a joke, right? Is this a joke? Pets, right? I don't know what pets are. Man, you know what? Can I just say, right, have you seen these people on freaking YouTube and TikTok who claim to be pet psychics? Like, please shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, man. Right? That is the most ludicrous shit I've ever fucking heard. Pet psychics, right? Like, just relax, okay? Just relax. We don't have conversations with fucking pets when they're here. We're having them when they're up there. No. Dogs still speak dog language no matter where they're at. Oh, God. We don't do block that, Dean. That's like a... Don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. I would just reply, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. And then block that shit. But some of you guys could be getting a new pet, okay? Some of you guys maybe could also maybe feel like or have gotten a pet maybe as protection as well for some of you guys. Maybe this person wants to bring you a pet. This person could also have a pet name for you that they're going to use, right? Everyone empathizes, should I say, with you. We don't feel sorry for you. We empathize with you, Dean. That's not what you need, right? You could have a family with this person as well. Okay, so family, children. You could have been married to this person as well. Oh, God. This person doesn't pay attention to the signs you're putting off. And so this person is going to do something. Yeah, look at that. They're in denial, right? They can't see even from where they're at, that they're being rejected, right? That's how narcissistic this person is. Like, how dare you, Leo? Leo, you can't reject me, right? No, Leo has rejected you, and they will continue to reject you. This person's just in denial about them, okay? This person's also, again, very dismissive, has a very dismissive type attitude, likes to create a lot of challenges as well. You've also taken on the challenge of going through this healing journey ever since separating from whatever this situation is, okay? Doing the inner work, right? Facing the challenges that this connection may have brought to you on a personal level as well. Don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. Yeah, this person could be calling, texting, or again, rocking up at your door. This person wants to make some sort of contact, okay? They want to make contact. Just hearing your voice makes me happy, Leo. Yeah, does it make you happy when I say you ugly cry? Probably not. Probably not. But that's the truth, man. And Leo don't want no ugly crying, right? At this point in the game, right, ugly crying might have worked, you know, very briefly after whatever this separation was, okay? This person's hoping that time, right? If they've given it time or some sort of time has passed, right? They've given it enough time and maybe it's safe to come in, right? Somebody could also be dealing with a pregnancy here, okay? Yeah, pregnancy. Okay, so somebody could have gone and gotten themselves pregnant. Somebody could also be trying to baby trap you too, so just be careful with that pregnancy. Okay, it's just a matter of time before I can trap this person, right? Just a matter of time before I can get Leo back. Ooh, date night, right? Can we just, I don't know, can we just go somewhere, maybe just have a drink, have a meal, and just talk about things? This person's trying to manifest you back, okay? They could have some sort of confession or something they want to confess. These are my confessions. Just, yeah, somebody got their side chick pregnant, right? Ooh, somebody could have gotten the side chick pregnant, Okay, maybe wanting to soften the blow, right, with a nice dinner date, right? We'll soften the blow with Leo with a nice dinner date before I tell them that I got somebody else pregnant. Whoopsie. Okay. Some sort of health issues this person could be facing as well. Cute. Something to do here with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant, okay? We've got trash here, so somebody could be throwing out memories. Now, for someone, I'm getting someone's third party could be throwing out memories that this person has kept of you and this person, okay? Again, somebody could have baby trapped somebody. Somebody could have baby trapped your ex. Someone's about to get sprung, right? Sprung. Now someone's ready to spring into action here, right? Oh, yeah. Someone's in their emotions when it comes to a fire sign. You could also have a fire sign that's in their emotions over you right now. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So fucking cliche, right? So cliche. But it has to be said, right? Because people don't use their discernment when it comes to readings either, all right? I'm going to say again, yeah, for some of you guys, you were committed to this person or had a long-term connection with this person. There could also be a water sign involved. Okay, this could have been a water sign that you're connected to or an air sign that you're connected to. Somebody that potentially you've moved on from, gotten a divorce from. How is it that you can walk through life knowing that you're nothing but a negative projection of all your shortcomings? Kind of like that, you know, how can you do that, you know? Whose ex is that? Whose ex is that projecting in our chat right now? I mean, with 242 sitting on my screen, the number 8, baby, that's all about abundance. So I don't know. And whoever you are, Leo, you're protected, okay? You're also keeping yourself really, really guarded from whoever this energy is from your past. You've also got, I'm going to say, a passed on loved one who is trying to protect you and guide you through this process. Again, I'm going to say this is somebody that you were committed to, right? We've got, again, it was either somebody maybe you were engaged to, spent a good, like I'm talking like this was a significant relationship, right? This isn't somebody that shit didn't take off or whatever. This is somebody that you potentially, like I said, had a family with, right? We spent a lot of time with each other's family, okay? This was a very once upon a time close connection, okay? This person's actually not sorry though, okay? This person really just is just struggling, right? Because they're narcissistic tendencies, okay? We've got winter coming out here, new boo. So for those of you, my side of the world, it is just hit winter time. Some of you guys could be getting a new connection, which leads to some sort of commitment as well that your angels and your guardians have been guiding you towards, all right? This person could also be sensing that you're about to move on with someone. They could be seeing some sort of evidence that you're about to move on with somebody, and maybe that's why they want to come in. Yeah, this person's been looking you up online to try and see why you've been so cold and distant from them, right? Why? Because what's done is done, right? This person doesn't understand. When they put that final nail in the coffin, that was it, right? The curtain finally closing, right? That was quite a show, very entertaining, but it's over now. Well, except for no, this person can't let go and wants to go another round, right? Because again, this person's narcissistic tendencies cannot handle the fact that you will reject them. You're happy to reject this person. You do not want this person stepping in your energetic field, your physical field. You don't want this, okay? But baby, come back, right? This person wants to come back around, okay? This person also has a lot of issues communicating their feelings properly or just general communication. This person isn't a very good communicator. This is the kind of person that can't even tell you when they're not coming home, 5 hours late from work, right? And they would expect you, if you were missing for half an hour, that you're supposed to call, but they don't communicate the same, right? This is that kind of a person. Yeah, but this person doesn't understand it's over, right? They don't. They feel like, yeah, they've still got some sort of time here, or there's time's running out for them to get to you, but time's already been and gone here, right? The time has already passed, okay? Time has passed. What else do we need to know about that? Must have hunger for pleasure, uncontrollable desires, right? This person just wants to, again, this person's narcissistic tendencies just need some sort of validation that you still give a shit, Leo, but you don't, right? Again, this person is still feeling very heartbroken or broken over something, and they want you to be feeling the same, because it means if you're feeling that way, they still matter on some level. But the fact that you're no longer heartbroken over this person, it's making this person feel invisible, right? And they don't like that. They don't like feeling invisible. They used to have your full attention at one point, Leo, and now they don't have that, okay? Again, of the split, the ones that we've already pulled out, you've moved on from this, all right? You've moved on. You're unavailable. You see this person as a waste of your time, a waste of your love, okay? You feel like you lost a lot with this person, but let me tell you guys, you gained far more than you can recognize right now, all right? In time, you will learn to see that. Okay, you will. I promise you. You will learn to see that, because it'll show up in the way that you choose things now moving forward. Okay, that's how we know that this person's been valuable, is that this person has been, for a lot of you guys, the catalyst for growth. Okay, again, this person refuses to give in. Okay, has a lot of anxiety as well. All right, this person has a lot of anxiety about you moving on. Okay, because they know that you're done and dusted, and the second that you move on, that chance that they think in their mind that they have with you becomes even smaller, all right? But the truth is, this person doesn't have a chance. They haven't had the opportunity to have a chance because you've said no. There is no, that's it. When you were done, you were done. This person didn't believe you, okay? This person doesn't believe anything that you're doing, anything you're saying. This person's unsatisfied, also left you feeling very unsatisfied because they didn't give to this connection, okay? This could have been somebody that breadcrumbed you. Again, lies, deceit, okay? Gave the bare minimum, all right? This person didn't put in the effort when it was needed to be put in, okay? This person could be getting upset as well about something that you're saying too. This person's thinking about the past, dwelling on the past, right? They're remembering the times where, I'm seeing 333 on my screen. So again, somebody else is manifesting something very, very different to what this energy is, okay? Somebody, though, could be looking at old photos, remembering good times. For you, Leo, I'm going to say you struggle to remember anything good about this connection. Okay, this person could have ruined a lot of good moments in the connection, but be it birthdays, anniversaries, milestones, anything like that. This person could have, they could have just, again, like ruined all the good moments. And the only good moments that they remember are all the times that you were there for them, all the times that you did nice things for them. That's what they're remembering. They forget, or they've forgotten all of the ways in which they destroyed your happiness in the time that you were with them, okay? So I don't know, in this person's mind, they think that things when they were good were better than they actually were, but they never actually were. They were actually always as bad as you've always perceived them to be. Because again, this is a person that didn't give equally, okay? Didn't put in the effort, didn't make an effort to elevate, to change, to grow. This is a person that was content staying stuck and stagnant in who they were day in, day out. This wasn't a person that had a growth mindset or was ambitious or focused. This is a person who lived day to day and didn't really care much about thinking about their future, okay? This has got this person really, really fired up now, because now that you're no longer attached to this person and that you're succeeding and you're having these wins, whether that be big or small, it's showing, and other people around you are starting to see this, and people are starting to look at this person a little bit differently to how they did before. Again, this narcissist has a very, very good mask as well for whoever they are, okay? They play the happy-go-lucky, right? I'm so happy-go-lucky and stable and shit, right? This person has no stability whatsoever. Okay, this person will fake it till they make it, but the problem is they don't have that same strength, courage, drive, motivation that you do to actually make it. So what are they? Simply fake, right? They're faking it. That's it. They're always going to be fake. And you see straight through this person. You trigger a lot within this person that they don't like. Okay. This person could have a lot of childhood trauma that they don't address, that they refuse to address. They refuse to even acknowledge exists, right? I don't have any problems. I have no mental health issues. I have no problems, right? but I need to self-medicate and gamble and have sex addictions and all sorts of shit, right? You are being cautioned against this person, because when you reject them, they are going to get fucking fired up and get upset about it, okay? So just be careful that you don't allow this person, or you protect yourself, your peace, your space from this person, because they could get aggressive, okay? And they are feeling very overwhelmed at the moment with all their built-up emotions. This person could, for some of you guys, potentially still be figuring out their sexuality as well, okay? Working out which way they go, right? Some of you guys could be moving in with somebody else as well, moving on with somebody else, okay? Well, this person moved on with somebody else, okay? They took some sort of other option here and maybe moved in with somebody else or moved towards somebody else, okay? Could be someone of the same sex, doesn't necessarily have to be. Again, we've got a clown here though, right? And don't tell me you're sorry, because you're not, right? You're only sorry you got caught. That's the only thing this person is sorry for. They're not sorry that they betrayed you, fooled you, used you, abused you, breadcrumbed you, are narcissistic towards you. None of that. They just care about the fact that you no longer validate them and it makes them feel less than. Well, that's how you made Leo feel, right? That is exactly how this person made you feel, Leo. Like you were just an option to them. You weren't good enough. You didn't do enough to be able to receive this person's love, right? But you've always been, right? You've always been more than enough. You gave too much to this person, okay? Now you're giving that back to you, and finally luck is on your side, okay? The second that you took your power back from this person was the second that your life started turning around, okay? This person is sitting in regret about the decision that they've made, and again, somebody wants to pop up on you, right? I wouldn't be popping up on Leos, right? I would not be popping up on a Leo. We've got 111 on the clock there. Could be significant to you guys. You could be seeing 111. This person needs to awaken to the truth of the decisions that they've made, okay? And that they took something too far. It's too far now, okay? This person, again, I don't think that they feel ashamed with their behavior. They regret being caught out and losing that validation that you used to give them, Leo, okay? They want to visit you, right? Why do they want to visit you? Because they want to be revengeful and sneaky, okay? Because again, this person has no good intentions. They just want to fulfill their needs, right? Fulfill that void from their childhood trauma. I don't know, did daddy leave, right? Did they have no daddy growing up? Did they have no mama growing up? Did somebody have mummy daddy issues, right, they haven't dealt with? I think they did, right? This person could have also had a narcissistic parent, okay, and learnt narcissistic traits. Could have also been enabled, right? Could have had an enabling parent, and that's why they've turned into a narcissistic type personality. Not to say that this person has, MPD, but they could just have narcissistic type traits and not really be aware of it, right? Whatever's going on here, this person definitely does have something going on in the personality disorder spectrum, okay, that they need to work on, okay? But again, this person wants to just get even, right? Because you don't want them. It's like this person could potentially want to come back around, right? Just so they can reject you, okay? So that they can feel like they have the upper hand here. Oh no, I left you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, right? This person needs to start telling the truth. They got caught out for something, or their behavior was unacceptable, and Leo drew the fucking line and was like, enough's enough, right? Again, this person's got it all twisted in their head, but they have to make up these things because they would probably fucking implode, right? If they actually had to swallow the truth, right? They can't, right? They can't. This person just doesn't have the same abilities that you have, okay? Yeah. They want to maybe negotiate something with you, try and negotiate getting back into your good graces, but they only want to do this so that they can be sneaky and revengeful, right? And have the upper hand and be like, oh, see, I rejected you now, Leo. Man, don't even step to fucking Leo right now unless you want the worst of Leo right now. Don't be coming up in Leo's world and playing with that fucking game, because you're not going to get very far. You are going to get your fucking head sadly bitten fucking off. And hey, maybe that doesn't matter, right? Because clearly there's something going on here in this person's head where they actually think, right, that this is going to work. What? Does this person focus on anything else but you, Leo, right? This person, again, they put out a lot of fucking energy, just not towards the right things, right? They don't energetically put into anything that great. Oh yeah. Mate, this speech, this reading is giving me a stitch, right? I feel like I have to power through it so we can get past it. I'm getting over it. We're getting past this. We're closing that one down, right? We know what this person's about. Again, just be mindful, be cautious, because if this person does approach you and you do reject them, it could lead them to getting a little bit cray-cray. So just, again, protect yourself, whether that be you need to protect yourself physically, especially for those of you where you've experienced domestic violence and abuse and all that sort of shit. Make sure you stay protected. Don't give this person any extra opportunity to be able to enter into your space and get in and around your energy, all right? Because this person, again, has ill intentions of why they want to do it, because this person's a narcissist. They just want to do it to have one up on you, right? And at this point, you've won the game, baby, because you walked away and don't give a fuck. So don't give them any of your time. Don't give them any opportunity. You don't even open up. For some of you guys, especially if this is a dangerous energy, do not even open up to an apology, okay? Especially if you are not strong emotionally, right? If you're feeling emotionally weak and vulnerable right now to this energy and you're questioning whether you might break because of this person, I strongly advise you not to allow communication to be opened up between you and this person, and protect yourself. All right, we're going to move on to, for those of you guys, again, we're going to get our little love read, right? I know you guys love a little good love read. I'm going to get some tarot out for that. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck that, right? I'm going to open up the floor, guys. And if you guys have got, we're going to do yes or no questions, all right? So for those of you that are in here as subs, all right? So you'll only be able to ask a yes or no question if you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, well, bad luck. Go find some other poxy channel, charity channel you want to support. But for those of you that would like to ask a yes or no, pop that in the comments below, and we'll get you guys we'll get you guys some answers, all right? Let's distract ourselves from that vile energy, right? Because I don't want to be sitting in that for too long, right? I don't. Even I know when to protect my peace and my energy from these readings, right? Okay, because we don't need to be drained by the past. We want to be fueled by our future. But if there's anything specific you guys would like to know and ask, then go ahead, yes or no's. Is love coming in for you this summer? You've missed half of this live, haven't you, girl? You must have missed the first half of this live. Let's have a look. Brandy is... All right, let's get it. Man, you guys are fast typers today. Shit. I'm like not going to be able to keep up. Terrified of your questions. Don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid. Man, Lisa, I'm not even going to use a card for that. Yes, you just have to be mindful. Something from your old mindset's playing out. Okay, there's something about your fears, doubts, insecurity. I don't know if you've been having stomach issues or something, maybe like stomachy issues over the past couple of days, weeks even. Yes, all right. I don't even need a card for that, girl. I know your energy way too well. I read you too easily because you're my homie, all right? You're my homie. All right, I'm just going to give these a bit of a shuffle up. Brandy, is love coming in for you this summer? Let's have a look-see. Oh, well, I'm going to take that. Baby girl, judgment card. Yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. You are going to be having some sort of love connection coming in, okay? Again, be mindful, right? Energy is one thing, action is another. So if energetically we're calling something in, but our actions don't speak in receiving mode, that's where some of these manifestations may slow down. So I don't want to, again, you guys need to remember that we can predict anything we want, but we all have free will in this. So if you're manifesting love, make sure you don't miss an opportunity if it comes, right? Make sure you're in receiving mode. But judgment in the upright, yes, you do have love coming in, okay? I love you, Bluebird. I was about to call you Lisa, but I'll call you Bluebird because it's your screen name, girl. All right. Where was I going? Sorry, next one. I got to scroll up a little bit. But yes, Stephen is your next, baby. I'm getting that very, very strongly. But just, again, be open to and try not to let those past insecurities or fears and doubts hold you back and to create confusion in how this man feels about you, all right? Will you be financially able to move on? For giggles. God, I love that. See, I just couldn't help smile when I said giggles, right? Will you be able to financially move on? Okay. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. So I'm going to say there could be some sort of delay here that takes place. That's not to say, I'm going to grab one more as well. Yeah, there's some sort of delay here, okay? And it could be maybe, because we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. So I don't know whether you're going to have to maybe come up with some sort of game plan, okay? But I feel like there could potentially be some sort of delay. Now, there could be a delay there for you, Giggles, though, because there might be something that's still there that you need to learn wherever you're at, all right? I'm going to say there's a potential for it, but at the moment, it's showing up as yeses in the reverse. So I'm not going to say complete no's, but at this stage, it doesn't look like it. I know I'm going to say as well, it could be causing a lot of frustration for you. It could also, just be mindful or be careful that you're not being reckless when it comes to your finances or overspending. All right. So I don't know. There might just be something, honey, that you need to adjust in the process and tweak in the process, but everything's possible. I don't want you guys to think anything's impossible. We absolutely have the power and the ability to change everything. So please don't take this as a disheartening thing. Just look at this as an opportunity to look at something that maybe you're overlooking right now. All right. And again, if you need any help or whatever, again, guys, I've said this a million times, my WhatsApp's there, my email's there, our Telegram group's there. There's plenty of ways that you guys can contact me if you guys need some ideas of support or, a little bit of extra guidance that, in the privacy of not on this live, right? Feel free to reach out if you want to, go over what your circumstances are, and I'll see where I can help guide you towards, all right? So, but yeah, I think it's just, it could just be maybe not seeing something clearly for what it is, or not really making a plan. Okay, could be the reason that that this is happening. All right, but do reach out if you need me. All right. All right. Next. Oh, Brandy, I think I was saying that because the one of the tracks that came out was Summer Love by Justin Timberlake. This just can't be Summer Love, you'll see. So somebody's absolutely getting Summer Love, which was it was just funny that you asked that, because that was part of the channeled message when I first started the live. Should you stay invested with where you are right now in separate? Man, girl, do you really need to? Queen of Pentacles, baby. Yeah, you're good where you're at. You are freaking absolutely in the sweet spot, Lisa. Stay right there. You are absolutely so capable of creating your own stability and security. You are absolutely on the right path with where you're at, honey. And I think that's, you're in great energy right now, building that stability. Definitely stay where you're at. Okay, keep going with what you're doing. All right, I'm telling you, Lisa, this is going to work out for you way better than you expect it to. All right. Thank you, Giggles. I appreciate that. You want to know if you should change your workplace. Change your workplace. Should Pooh Bear? What are you looking for? The pot of honey? Okay, we're getting so there's some sort of there's something else here that you're meant to achieve. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, so I don't know, there could be something there's some sort of other success that you could be having in your current workplace. I'm going to get you one more though. Let's have a look. Maybe, right? Maybe. So we've got the Two of Pentacles in the upright and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I don't know, there could be something maybe that you just want to finish out before, or something that you maybe want to complete before you actually move on. Okay. But there's definitely opportunity here for change with that Two of Pentacles. I think as well, it's, again, you've got free will. If this is something that you can see through to, I don't know whether maybe you're working on, I don't know, I'm just speculating. Is there maybe a project or something that you're involved with at work that maybe Spirit are wanting you to maybe just see through to the end? Maybe they're wanting you to just see through something to the end of a season or something. I'm not sure. End of a project, that type of thing, before maybe you look at changing your circumstances. I mean, it couldn't help to look around, obviously. Okay, it doesn't hurt to look around, and as well be open to new opportunities. But I feel like maybe there's something that this situation could still teach you before you move on. All right, but there's definitely something that's going to balance out here for you with that Two of Pentacles. All right, so either that, or you're going to find some sort of balance. Baby's not mine, but she's a single mum to be. Yeah, be careful with that, Dean. Be really careful. Man, Dean, you're getting all the confirmations out of this read today. But yeah, again, I feel like there's some sort of something that you need to complete here before something else. But again, be open to other things. You can absolutely start looking around, and that might even, I don't know, is there something maybe you need to stand your ground with even, okay? When it comes to maybe something disrupting you emotionally at work. So I don't know. But yeah, I feel like just stick it out for a little bit longer and see what you can gain out of this process before you move forward with something else. But potentially there's something that's going to balance out here. So you might be surprised with what comes up in the near future. All right. So just, obviously if it starts to go downhill, abso-freaking-lutely back the fuck up out of there, because nobody thrives in a toxic environment, whether that's home life, work life, friendship, you know what I mean? We just don't thrive under those conditions, and we need to know when it's time to draw the line and have those boundaries for sure. For sure. Yeah, don't let anything interfere with where you're at, Lisa. You're in a good place, honey. You're in a good place. Anybody else got any yes or no's they want to pop in? Yeah, look, I think I'm just reading your comment, Brandy, about being open to receiving. It's at one point I thought I was open to receiving until I realized that I actually wasn't as open as what I thought I was, and I had to double back on an opportunity, or I had to go back and get a missed opportunity, which lucky Spirit had kind of kept that there for me, and I'm very grateful that Spirit guided me back to where I needed to be, right? Because I could have very well fucked up probably the best opportunity of my life, right? And we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be sabotaging ourselves, that's for sure. Is your current in a current relationship? Wonder if the guy's truly in love with you. If he's truly in love with you. Hang on, what does this Leo say about your situation, or what does another Leo say about your situation? We're doing yes or no's. I need that in a yes or no question. I need yes or no's. So rephrase that so I can ask that in a yes or no. All right, GSim, I'm going to do yours. All right, is he in love with you? Oh. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. This could potentially be a bit of a false start. Just keep your wits about you. I don't like that energy, to be honest. Okay. That is absolutely a false start when we're talking about the meaning of tarot. So I would just be careful. If this person is Man, can you identify any red flags? Because I mean, we just went over that in our discussion group last night. So just be careful of like love bombing, sneaky behavior, people who make last minute plans, keeping you separate from other aspects of his life. Just be, you're going to have to look out for this one, okay? Not saying that won't change, but at this point in time, we're not getting a yes, all right? So he talks a good game. Yeah, well, he could just be a good talker. He could play the part and not really have the goods to back it. So I would just be mindful here. And again, if your gut is kind of, this is what I say. If it leaves far out, sorry guys, spiritual burps. If it leaves you questioning, if you're left with questions, right, and you've got this irking feeling of needing to constantly question this connection, that's your sign, all right? That's your sign. I learned that in the past, a year ago, that when my gut says that, I need to listen to that as why am I even questioning this? If it feels off, it is off, all right? Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. All right, so... But I need a yes or no, Dean. I need a yes or no question. That's all right, honey. You're all right. Yeah, and that's the thing. We got to be mindful of, actions do speak louder than words, guys. So a lot of people can tend to, talk up a big game, but they don't actually back it with any action. So, make sure that when people are making, grandiose promises or saying that they're a particular way, that you actually, if that's validated with action. If you don't see those actions, then that's, again, usually a good indication that someone's all talk and no action. And it's not to say people can't change, right? Oh man, as I'm talking about this, the King of Cups is in reverse. Again, not great energy, right? Easily excited, but lacks depth, this person, okay? So again, this person could get really excited over the idea of wanting to be this person, but in actual fact, underlying isn't this kind of person, And that's the problem is everyone likes to talk a fucking good game, but very rarely do people actually back that with action, Again, guys, I'm open to yes or no questions. Drop them in the comments below. I'll keep this live open for maybe about another 5 to 10 before I go have some lunch. It's 1:31 on the clock. Number 5, right? Again, with those 5 energy, man. I cannot escape the number 5 today, right? I keep seeing 5s freaking everywhere. I'm telling you, I feel like time is just going so fast at the moment, everything's just speeding up really, really quick at the moment. And I'm seeing a lot of things changing really, really quick in my own world, which is, it's nice, but it's like I said, it's very, very fast paced at the moment. Will you be a single mum much longer? All right, let's have a look. Let's get one more. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. We've got the 3 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to say... okay, this is where... Okay, all right. Spirit's like, be mindful with my words. Okay, I have to be mindful with my words on how I explain this to you. So it's interesting when I read your question, all right? So generally, a healed, solid individual, whether they're a parent or not, generally wouldn't ask, am I going to be a single mother for much longer? They would kind of ask, am I going to be single for much longer? So what I'm getting here is what Spirit want me to kind of say to you. There is something that you need to be careful of, Victoria, when it comes to settling, okay? You're going to potentially find yourself, if you are struggling with being alone, all right? Because again, remember, Spirit like me to pay attention to specifics here. And whether, the single mum part was mental or not, subconsciously, there's something going on here in your mind, which is worrying you about your safety, your security, having to go it alone, do it alone. Okay, so I don't know if you're lacking support, from maybe family or, fuck, man, we're all told, right? It takes a village to raise a fucking baby, but where's the village? No one ever gets the village. I barely even had friends visit me when I had kids, right? I had to pre-prep meals to make sure that I was going to eat after I had my children because I knew nobody else was going to come and be a part of the tribe. And so I'm just feeling like what Spirit are trying to get me to explain to you is you need to be careful that you don't settle simply because you are struggling with your independence, okay? And I know shit can be tough, right? I've been a single mum on and off the years for a while. And I know it can be fucking tough, but at this point, I'm not about to settle just for anything because I can't handle, the difficulties, all right? So I'm not trying to take a dig at you, honey. I'm just trying to make sure that you're very aware and keeping aware of your own emotional state and to why you ask a question the way we ask certain things. Because again, it's not consciously that you'd be aware of it. It would be something on a subconscious level that you're not even really aware of. That could be a fear, right? And this fear could very much have you, jumping into something which is going to be, you're going to lack the support that you need, okay? And it could eventually actually turn toxic and send you on a downward spiral. So I want to say you need to look at why it is that you don't want to be alone, okay? And the sharing of responsibility, when it comes to our own choices, the sharing of responsibility isn't necessarily something that anybody else needs to take on. It's definitely something that we need to try and solidify ourselves in moving forward. I know, go to bed. I know it's the morning time for you. You're almost ready to get up, Lisa. Go to bed and get some rest. I love you, girl. Thank you for always being here. But yeah, I just think that maybe you need to have a look at the reasons why you want to be in a relationship and potentially see, could there be some codependency issues still lingering? Could there be some trauma that's still lingering that you need to kind of work through? Because at this stage, it's like Spirit is saying, it's like the way that you're approaching it, you're probably going to end up with the worst of people, constantly ending up in the same cycle of, even potentially men that end up abusing you, right? And you don't want to go forming codependency. So I don't know whether maybe you need some more support from somewhere or someone. Again, we need to be willing to ask for the help where it's available to us, or seek the help that we need, but certainly shouldn't be dependency type issue. So that's your message, and that's what I can give you, because at the moment we've got yes in the reverse and maybe in the reverse. So it's just something to work on. And again, what we're unaware of, we can't change. Okay. So the more we're aware, the more we can work on, the more power we have, the more control we've got. But reach out again, guys, in the description box. You've got my WhatsApp, all the ways of contacting me that you people shouldn't have, right? I shouldn't be so accessible, but I genuinely do not want you guys to feel like you're alone in this journey. I don't want help to be inaccessible, because of finances and things like that, especially when, I can definitely guide you towards different resources that you can then, learn self-help methods as well. So reach out if you do need it, honey, all right? I'm here for my tribe, 100% here for my tribe, okay? Yeah, I think we've all been there. We've all been there, Bluebird. We've all been there where, I was like that when I first was, getting ready to start my channel, and I had juggling the kids and everything was just so fucking chaotic. I was, trying to recover fucking from rock bottom. And, in my mind, I was like, oh, I need somebody to be with me. I need somebody on my team because I cannot do this alone. I cannot balance out my world. I cannot be mum, dad, and everything in between in this household on my own. And well, I fucking proved myself wrong, didn't I? And it was, and that's the thing. I chose the wrong person that then created losses for me, right? I started going backwards financially because this person, I couldn't depend on this person. This person depended on me. It's like I took on a third child at that point. And that's why obviously I stayed single and celibate for a year, right? So, it's just, I had to then again look at what was going on in my head that made me think that I truly needed that, right? Because if that's where I'm at, then I'm always going to be at that point where somebody else has power over me because I need them, right? Rather than going, man, I don't need anything. I want something, but I don't really need it, And that's where we want to be at. We want to be at the point where we want somebody to share our life with, not that we need somebody to help us or to because we have that strength, man. As mothers, we've got this, man. We just need to make sure that we are finding the right support and finding healthy avenues of being able to express, the difficulties that we go through as single moms, because it's not fucking easy. It doesn't matter whether we support each other as mothers. There's always mothers out there that are sitting there pointing the finger at us, telling us that we're not good enough, right? Because we're single mums or this, that, and the other. And we are all just doing our flipping best, right? We're doing the best that we can. But sometimes we need to recognize where we could actually be getting extra help just to solidify ourselves, not to solidify our world, to solidify us, so that we don't actually need another person, but we want them, And that's where I want to see you guys at, where you want it because you want it, not because you need it, We don't need nothing, man. We are strong, independent women. Right? We're not feminists, right? Don't get me wrong. I love the divine masculine, right? I love strong men, okay? Absolutely love it. And there is nothing that makes me more happier than giving over that leadership to my man, right? And he is a man, and that's why I trust him. So, but if they're not, then again, they're going to create fuck ups for us in our world that we don't need. We don't need that shit. We don't need more kids, right? And if we do, we want them to be actual babies that we have, right? Oh, right. Let's have a look. So I had a review. Will it go in your favor? Okay. A review of your benefit recently. You're waiting on a reconsideration. Will it go in your favor? This is for you, Amy. Oh, absolutely. Knight of Cups. That's a yes. Okay. So it will absolutely go in your favor. All right. I like that. I like that. All right. Let me scroll a little bit further down. Bluebird, you'd probably freaking FedEx food here if you could, woman. You go above and beyond. Will your parents physically want to meet your girlfriend? What kind of parents do you have that wouldn't? What kind of parents do you have that wouldn't want to meet your girlfriend? Right? Unless you've talked some ish about her, man, you've betrayed her or something, or unless they've got some sort of bias against her, I can't see why anyone's parents wouldn't want to meet their child's special person. Maybe. The lovers, right, is a maybe. Yeah, maybe when the time is right. Okay, so I don't know, maybe they've seen you. I'm going to say they could be a little bit narrow-minded, all right? So it might just take them some time. I don't know whether maybe something's still fresh in their mind, okay, when it comes to your relationship history, Dean. But in time, I feel like yes, okay. Maybe right now, maybe it's not the time, okay. Because they could maybe be overly critical of whoever this person is. Maybe give it time for them to see that you're happy, you're content, things are going well before you introduce this person, okay? So they could have maybe some doubts about maybe your selection of people, right? Maybe they doubt your ability to select people. I mean, we've seen some of our decisions as Leos in the past here with the energy with these past people. I don't expect our families to be, so chuffed about us getting into new relationships and actually trusting that we've picked a good person this time, right? So they could just be a little bit maybe pessimistic about the situation too. All right, let me scroll down. Order Uber Eats. I love you. Very creative. Paul, how are you, bestie? Hey, Paul, if you need to escape, you're more than welcome to come over for coffee. By the way, guys, in the chat, Paul, my spiritual bestie, right? Definitely my spiritual bestie over here. All right, me and Paul are both Leos, but like chalk and cheese, right? When you need the dynamic duo, that's what we are for sure. But yeah, if you are needing to get out of the house, Paul, then head on head on over. I'm home clearly. All right, I'm just trying to see where is my next question. Just we're going holiday, so I don't know if we'll get on. Yeah, look, I'm gonna say like, yeah, Dean, with your parents, it could just be maybe, they could just be. I want to say looking at your past choices, right, in some sort of judgment, right? But, I guess all you can do is be yourself. If you're happy, you got the job. I love that. Sorry, Dean. I'll keep addressing you. I just seen Why Not post that, and I was like, yay! Right. I love when we say shit's gonna happen, and it does. 144 on the clock, by the way. If you know, you know. But yeah, Dean, it might just take them a bit of time to warm up to them. And I feel, look, maybe a holiday is a good way of people getting to know each other. All right. But, I guess just be mindful that they might be a little bit overly critical if you've had the dating history like me, for instance, they might be a little bit overly critical of your choices. But again, just be yourselves, right? Again, if you're happy, you're happy. And they will see that, right? They'll see that. So... But awesome. I'm so glad for you. Why not? That's fucking amazing, right? There's nothing I love than, people having those wins, right? Manifesting what they've been wanting and, moving forward. It's definitely a further motivating factor in life, isn't it? When we start to see our manifestations even creep in that smallest way, right? We start to really believe now that the big dreams, right? The bigger things that we're trying to focus on are actually attainable and achievable, right? So that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, man, Lisa, you probably just need a freaking proper night's sleep to go less hard on yourself, right? And treat yourself. This woman is probably the hardest on herself that I ever know. This woman is always on the go doing something, giving to somebody, helping something, there for her kids, right? And never cutting herself a freaking break. Right? She never cuts herself a freaking break. Hopefully this man's stern and firm with you in telling you to take time for you too, Lisa, because, man, you're like me. You'd burn yourself out just to give to everybody else, right? You would go to the ends of the fucking earth to help any fucking human being, right? But we do it sometimes at the detriment of ourselves, right? So just but ask your other question. You probably do need a salt bath. I know I need one. I know it's been a little bit of, it's been for probably about a week and a half. So I'm definitely overdue for my salt bath. And I do like to at least do one a week to, even just take that time out for myself, Girl, we need to talk, right? We need to talk after this live. I feel like we're living parallel lives, honey. I feel like we're living parallel lives sometimes, you and I. And we do. We have so many, our stories, right? Our stories, our experiences, the energies of the people that we've dated are almost like, you could almost say like me and Bluebird are like, twins separated at frickin' birth and sent across the world from each other, right? That's how similar our stories are and our experiences. So we're going to talk about this in a minute because I'm gonna shut this live down in a minute and we're going to talk about this, right? But I think I know where you're headed with this, and I think I know what's been happening in the background, and I'll run through how I overcame that and how it's made things move forward. But yeah, I feel like our story is going to be a little bit the same. No, I'm not way cooler. Shut up. You are cool in your own right. Hey, look, I'm cool. I might be cooler, but you're far sweeter. Okay, I'm not as sweet as you, right? You're a lot sweeter than me. That's all right. I'm used to your phone spelling my name like that now, right? I'm used to it. I suppose it's better than it being spelt like as in Carrie, like Carrie Bradshaw, right? Because that's not even the same thing. That's not even the same thing. But any other yes or no's, my beautifuls, before I shut this down and go have a quick chat with my home girl before she goes down the wrong path. I know. I know. Please don't cry in my front yard giving me a sob story. We don't want that, all right? We don't want that. I can't look. I can respect a man who cries and breaks down about his emotions, but not while you've come up against me and then trying to come and apologize to me. I can't do that shit, right? I am going to probably laugh in your face, all right? Sorry, not sorry. I mean, come on, man. Does anyone look good when they're ugly cry? I don't. I don't look good when I cry at all. It's always ugly. It's always fucking ugly. That's why I'd rather laugh than cry, right? That's why we tell jokes up in here. And also, humor is the best medicine. So, it does help to laugh through things. And, I know some things aren't so funny, but hey, if it helps you to heal, if it helps you to see the lighter side and the brighter side of life, then by all means, man, laugh your way through it until you truly get to the other side, right? All right, my beautiful singers. No one else is putting anything in there. I'm going to shut this down. I fucking love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this live. Just remember, guys, buckle up if you've been seeing those 555s and the 55s and all the 5 energy, because shit's about to get wild, right? Stay ready, family. Stay ready. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye for now.